Meanwhile, Gujarat leader Vijay Singh Bensla has threatened to oppose Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra in Rajasthan unless his demand to make Sachin Pilot a prominent face from the Gujarat community, the Chief Minister of the state, is accepted. He says leaders of the Gujarat Arakshan Sangharsh Samiti will be on the ground from today to make preparations to stop that yatra. Well, Mr. Bensla is on the phone line with us at this point. Bensla जी, क्या मांगे हैं आपकी और आप ये भारत जोड़ो यात्रा का विरोध क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Ankita, hi, how are you? Good to talk to you. We need to understand the thing in perspective. We had made an agreement with the government of Rajasthan in the year 2019 and in the year 2020. Two of them, two accords were done, signed. But none of them have been executed till date. We are still awaiting. It's 4 years and counting. That is the priority which we need to talk about. If that does not happen, how long are we going to wait? It's been 4 years. When are they going to execute that?
We are losing out. This is an internal matter of the Congress. Can you hold a party to ransom?
No. Who's holding the party to ransom? We are just going to ask the gentleman, why aren't you doing it? It's been 4 years. It has been signed by the cabinet ministers of the sitting government, and that's it. If the government is not doing it, we have to take it up somewhere. It's 4 years already. How long? In 4 years, a child starts to become a toddler and starts talking. And we haven't even moved a step. I mean,
but Mr. Bensla, if you're threatening road protests and you're talking about ways in which to block a yatra, aren't you trying to force the hand of the party?
Hold on, Ankita. Hear me out, please. I understand what you're trying to say. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the top leader of the Congress. We have a government of Congress, all right? We have got into an agreement with the government of Congress, which is there in Rajasthan. If the Chief Minister is not understanding our requirement, is not executing what has been done, we will speak to the top man in the party.
Fair enough, but Mr. Bensla, exactly what are you planning?
There are a lot of things in the plan, but the point is, why are we looking towards a clash? My point is, if we've been talking about it for the last about 8 days now. If we execute what has been signed in fact and in person, where there is no clash, why are we heading towards it? Why are we, inviting the clash? We still have a few days to go. If they do the things which they have signed upon, it's very simple. Cases, a backlog, and 233. There are a lot of multiple issues, but if they do it, what's the harm in it? The government signed it. I signed it, and the government signed it. If they execute it, why do we need to go in for a clash? Why are we preempting it? Why can't we preempt that it should be resolved? The question is in the government's lap. They need to close the thing which they have asked for.
By actually talking about blocking a yatra or not allowing a yatra to proceed, there are those in the Congress who could counter that this is blackmail on your part or your attempts to force the party's hand.
Tell me, if 4 years they have not moved an inch, then we have no other option. Please tell me, what is the other option? Getting into a conversation? But we have already had a conversation in 2019 and 2020. How many times do we need to have a conversation?
And is Mr. Sachin Pilot on board with what you have planned?
Pardon?
Is Mr. Sachin Pilot himself on board with what you have planned?
How does this thing have to do with Sachin Pilot? This is for the community. Sachin Pilot is a politician. We appreciate and respect that. But right now we are talking about 2019 and 2020 accords which are signed with the government. And that is what the government needs to execute in action and in person. I mean, how long are we going to keep on sitting twiddle thumb and twiddle dee? It's 4 years already. You've got 1 year to go for the government. In about 6 months' time, you're going to have everything's going to be a pen down. Where do we go? What about the children who are losing their jobs?
So, in your video statement, Mr. Bensla, you're saying Rahul Gandhi should either visit Rajasthan with a Gujarat Chief Minister in place or with a reply over the issue. If indeed he has a reply, what are you going to do?
I'll explain to you. That is a pent-up demand from the community. I've just echoed the community sentiment.
That's fair enough, but what if he has a reply which is to not have a Gujarat Chief Minister? Then what?
Well, that's all right. That's a call he has to take. But my bigger issue is for the kids, the youth, and the future generation of the community. Their future hangs in balance because of not executing the accord which was done. That is a bigger question. Politics is a smaller issue when it comes to the community. And I think we need to put the community
But Mr.
forward.
Baisla, are you then saying that without a Gujarat Chief Minister in place, there's going to be no development for the community?
You're trying to put words in my mouth, but I will not do that. What I'm saying is there are 2 accords which were signed with the government. That needs to be executed completely. That has not been done in the last 4 years. We have had a Devnarayan Yojana which has gone down to dumps. 14,000 kids, youth, whose scholarships have been pending for the last 3 years. That's a huge cross. Imagine 14,000 children. There's a lady who came to me a few days back. She had to sell all her ornaments and bangles for her son's medical fees, which is a pending scholarship with the government. Now, what answer do I give to them?
So, in effect, you are saying that the whole community is suffering in the absence of a Gujarat Chief Minister.
Absolutely. They are suffering in the absence of execution of the accord by the government of Rajasthan.
So, Mr. Baisla, if there is no response from the Congress in the next few days, what is your next move?
We will do what we have been doing, because we have got no other option. You are putting our back to the door. We are still saying that get it done. If you have not done it in 4 years and you have forgotten about it, get up, smell the coffee, wake up, do it. Why are we moving towards a clash and a confrontation? There could be something else which could be done. And
so you are saying in the event of a refusal, a clash or a confrontation is possible?
Come to that bridge. But right now we have got to level him. Why doesn't the government execute? The question is that. We need to understand that if a government has signed a document, and it is not some ministers, not only one, three of them, on the same paper. I mean, there has to be some value of the signature, isn't it? Or is it that if anybody can sign anything and just forget about it? Is that what the governance has come to? And is that how you take people's wishes and aspirations for a ride? I mean, we are still the people of Rajasthan. We are 6%. We contribute 75 Vidhan Sabhas in Rajasthan. 30,000 to 78,000 votes are there in each of the 75 constituencies, Vidhan Sabha constituencies. You're taking all these people for a ride? I mean, come on.
All right. So, in effect, then, Mr. Baisla, you are issuing an ultimatum to the Congress to execute this agreement, as you call it.
I think this conversation needs to go to Rahul Gandhi ji, because probably he does not know what is happening here.
All right, but then why not have that conversation? You are, in effect, issuing an ultimatum.
I would love to have him. He can tell me that whether we are going to do this or we are not going to do that. But somebody has to take a call. It has been 7 days since 8 days, and we have been dilly-dallying on it. Somebody has to take a decision.
Okay. Mr. Vijay Singh Baisla, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you so much.
You made your message loud and clear. Let's hope the Congress responds and we don't actually have to see a confrontation, when the Bharat Jodo Yatra enters Rajasthan.